Hi and welcome to Cool Media. This is Adam. Well, it's May, and because it's Memorial Day, later on, of course, I have my annual Memorial Day special, but I decided why not give the whole month to the military? Or at the very least, military themed games. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of them that I just wanted to have an excuse to pull out. And let's start with some Tom Clancy. Now, I've played all of the Rainbow Six games. All of them. In fact, I have almost all of them. The only ones I don't have are the two that are on the Xbox One in Siege and I think the other one's called Escalation. And I tried them. I didn't like them because, let's face it, they're not Rainbow Six. They might have the name, but they're not Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six involves tactical planning, commanding a squad, and killing terrorists. It's not about playing capture the flag or shooting aliens or any other horse shit. I swear Tom Clancy must be rolling in his grave. Well, I decided to pull out this Rainbow Six gem, Lone Wolf. Actually, I don't know if it's a gem. I haven't tried it yet. But I was interested because this entry only released for the PlayStation. Now, the original Rainbow Six did release for the PlayStation, as did the sequel Rogue Spear. But the original Rainbow Six on PS1 is actually regarded as one of the worst ports of the game, mainly because of the fact that they took out a lot of the tactical planning and all that kind of thing, and the system could hardly handle it. Fortunately, the original Rainbow Six is represented in my collection with the Dreamcast edition. But I was really interested when I found this one because of the fact that this one is not a port from a PC game. In fact, this one was made specifically for the PlayStation. Let's hope it's a case in which they made this just so that the PlayStation could have one good Rainbow Six game. From what I understand, the PlayStation port of Rogue Spear isn't much better. But it's May. Let's play some Rainbow Six. Let's hope this is any good. Ubisoft, back when they were a respectable name. Rebellion fortunately still is. I have to wonder, whoever plays with inverted look, I just find that I would just find that irritating. Operation Arctic Phoenix. A previously convicted terrorist, Xander Thiessen, contacted us at 0700 hours claiming to have information on the recent weapons imports into Russia. His current location is Solnir, a small mountain resort town. Objectives: infiltrate Xander's cabin. Locate access path. Okay, no intel. Okay, got an M16, M4AR, whatever. And also got a silenced M23. Oh, let's see what other weapons I could choose from. There's the 10mm MP5. And it looks like I could get that with a silencer too. And the SPAS 12 combat shotgun. Oh, there's also a sniper rifle available. But I think for this mission, better stick with what they provided. Okay. Now, I could get flashbangs or secondary or additional magazines. Flashbang frag, I think those will be good enough. Okay. This is a sensitive case and could give us an important edge on the terrorist activity in Russia. Xander claims the group that he used to be part of is monitoring him, eliminating the option to send an entire team out to Solnir. Ding Chavez, you have the knowledge to pull this mission off. Oh, so basically, to solve the problem of the PlayStation not being able to handle a whole squad, they designed a whole game revolving around a lone trooper. A lone wolf, if you will. You'll travel alone, and it's imperative that you get to Xander without being detected. Enemy casualties are acceptable, but if you make your presence known, the mission will be a failure. You'll go in at night to minimize the chance of enemy detection. Weather reports for the region indicate a break in the heavy snowfall, giving you a window of opportunity. I've studied the case reports on Xander's interrogation 2 years ago, and it's obvious he's a very intelligent man. With this comes arrogance, however. He's the kind of person who despises people who he feels are not his equal. We do not know how he views Rainbow. Be aware that he may have constructed the scenario with some ulterior motive. I advise you tread very carefully. Well, given the fact that this is based on a Tom Clancy property, I bet there's an ulterior motive. Okay. And absolutely no intel. Okay. Since this is a stealth mission, I better switch to one of the silenced weapons. Okay, select an insertion point. Okay. Okay, the target's over there. Guess I better start here. Looks like that'd be the clearest.
Hey, you!
What the hell? I have binoculars or a scope or something. Oh, it looks like there's some kind of auto aim. And it looks like I have to trust that because range of view is very limited.
Hey, you!
And of course, this is long before the healing factor of games like Halo. Actually, no, it isn't. This game came out in 2002. I hope it's not a case in which all the enemies will be out of my range of view. Definitely shouldn't be going out into the wide open. Okay, that's the crouch. That's the reload.
Hey!
Okay, this is getting annoying fast. Okay, let's try a different insertion point. Clearly, starting off there is just putting me in the line of fire. Well, that's already an improvement. It is kind of ridiculous that it's taking 3 bullets to take out 1.
Hey, you!
And it is kind of bullshit that they have dead-on aim even when you can't see them. And it takes next to no hits for you to go down.
Hey!
Maybe it's a case in which standing up is what's giving me away. Maybe it'll be a case in which if I stay crouched. It's still bullshit that enemies can nail you even if they're so far away that you can't see them. Basically, you really have to depend on the auto aim. You might have noticed that the auto aim will pick out the enemies even if you can't see them.
Hey, you!
Come on, hey.
Hey, you!
Now, how do I heal? How the hell do I heal? They can't honestly expect me to get through this without a scratch. Okay. Clearly, stay out of the open, stay crouched, depend on the auto aim. I know that may be criminal to say when it comes to a first person shooter, but under the circumstances, yes. Thing is, there's no avoiding going out into the open. I don't see any open doors or windows to slide in or anything like that. I know the Tom Clancy games tend to prioritize patience when it comes to plotting out your strategies, but at the very least in the other games you could see what you're doing. You could actually see the enemies downrange. Actually have some clearance before they see you. I know there's someone off in the distance. I'm hoping that the auto aim can catch him.
Hey, you!
Gotcha. Yeah. Without that auto aim, this game would be completely impossible. Have I actually cleared out some enemies to be able to move on? So, no, this area is blocked off. No. Press and hold just to open a door. It's kind of lame. Unless that was locked. Okay, it's another wide open space. How rude! Closing the door back up. Okay, why isn't the lock-on catching on? I can plainly see someone's there. I can see his feet. Okay, now the lock-on's kicking in. At least this isn't one of those games where the silencer breaks down even if you use it for too long.
Hey, you!
Okay. Anyone else? What's the night vision look like? Okay, that's allowing me to see a little better, although everything's turned green. I should be able to see someone if they're coming up. Okay, made it to the cabin. Operation Silent Shelter. The information obtained from Xander indicates that initial skepticism about him was unnecessary. Indeed, most of the information has already helped confirm several suspicions about the area. Rainbow will now take him under full protection, rendezvous at his house, and escort him to a safe zone. Oh, great. Not an escort mission. There is evidence to suggest that despite your caution last night, the terrorists have learned that Xander has turned informant. We don't have time to wait for nightfall. You must extract Xander immediately. You know the town by now. Get to Xander's house immediately and escort him to safety. The tape you recorded last night has proved useful to analyzing Xander's current state of mind. His voice wavers at key moments, suggesting that he is scared or lying. The possibility that he is lying must be taken seriously, but given his experience at being deceitful, I wouldn't expect it to be so easy to spot. My warning still stands. I do not trust this man, and I think you should be wary. Any intel? Oh, it's basically telling me some stuff from from the last mission. So what? So why is it listed in intel? Okay. Okay, so now got to start from this side and get out of there. Okay, if I chose there, that was the path I took up, and I managed to get behind. Managed to get behind an enemy at the start. Okay, now it's daylight. Fortunately, frame rate seems to be better when it's a daylight scenario. Okay, got a rendezvous with Xander. It is kind of sad that even in the PlayStation's twilight years, there's still texture warping and things like that. I thought those errors would have been ironed out by the time the PlayStation was on its way out. Oh wait, is Xander at the exit point? Oh, so I didn't have to go into his cabin. What the hell? Is there a button to fine-tune your aim? Or... because it does feel like the aim is very herky-jerky.
Hey!
Ah, nice glitch. Okay, are you gonna come through the door? No, you're glitching into the wall. Okay. And I can't loot the bodies. Wait, hold.
Hey!
Oh shit.
apparently, once I go into the cabin, the laser trip mines get turned on. That's when the enemies start popping out. Yeah, this game is very glitchy. Although, to be fair, not as glitchy as the original Rainbow Six was on PS1. Now, can I leap out the window or something? No.
Hey, you!
Glitch. Use all that, right?
Hey, you!
Stop with saying, hey, you. Shit. Okay, I'll try one more time. I guess I'll try the other insertion point. It's quite clear the enemies won't show up until those laser mines are tripped.
And it is bullshit that I can't climb through the window or anything like that.
Hey!
That would have provided far more tactical opportunities. Silenced equipment is gone.
Hey, you!
Okay, come around the corner. I saw movement. I know I saw movement.
Hey, you!
Ow! Okay, let's leave it there. On the upside, this does play better than the other Rainbow Six games that went to the PS1. But since the first two Rainbow Six games that went to the PS1 played like absolute garbage, that's not really a selling point. Take out the tactical element from Rainbow Six, and all you have is a very generic shooter, and this one is not particularly good.
it is an interesting little extra game in the franchise for the time, but really at this point, you could play the original Rainbow Six a multitude of different ways, and there's really no reason to come back to this one. If you ask my opinion, the best Rainbow Six game is Rainbow Six Vegas. Well, anyway, that was Rainbow Six Lone Wolf on the PS1. Wasn't impressed, but still, it is the best Rainbow Six game on the original PlayStation. That's just not saying a whole hell of a lot. Like what I'm doing? Give a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Have any questions, comments, suggestions for other games to feature? Put them in the comments below or drop them on that Twitter right there. Next time is going to be a flashback. And we're still continuing with the military, so it's time to get off the ground and get into the air. And considering the fact that Flashback is about going back to the first game in a long-running franchise, I'm sure you can guess which franchise I'll be looking at. Well, thanks for joining me for this. Take care and game on.